People love men, but they don't love God. They love the things of God, but they don't love God. God told me something. He said, our generation is still struggling with the lowest realm of power. The ability to command things. The ability to command things. And then when we command things, we are happy. He said, but there are realms of power. He said, the highest realm of power is stamina in my presence. That's why the 20 and 4 elders are the highest ranking in Zion. They have the ability to stay in the presence. The Bible said the 4 beasts, day and night, forever and ever, forever and ever, they stand in the presence of God. What are they doing? Holy, 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 holy is the Lamb. Holy, forever and ever, day and night. They don't need to manifest. But when you read the scripture, you will discover that this being walk at the frequency of God. When Ezekiel saw the throne of God, he said wherever God went, the 4 living creatures went at the same speed. They don't need to manifest anymore because they have built capacity to stand in God's presence. They function exactly like God. They move like the lightning and the thunder. When God moves, they have moved. When the wheels move, they have moved. You can't see God and not see them. Every time you see them moving, know that's the frequency of God. And every time you see God moving, know that is their frequency. How did they become so mighty? Those ones don't need to do any stunt. When they appear, their similitude is like that of Yahweh himself, because they have built power to stand in God's presence. The strongest of us is not the one that works the greatest miracle. It's the one that can stand in the presence. The man with unending hunger for the presence. The horn of that one is like the government of heaven. It's like the deer. When you want to see the power of a deer, you check his horns. When a deer grows into maturity, the horn splits into 7. That's the 7 government of heaven. It is reflective of authority, not just on earth, but in the spirit. A man can stand and is no longer commanding just demons. He's no longer commanding healing, but when he speaks, it resonates in Zion. The Bible said Joshua told the sun to stand upon the mountains of Ajalon and the moon upon the valley of Gibeon. He said the sun did not make haste to go down. And he said something that I cannot use any theology to explain. He said there have never been a day like that, and never will there be. He said in the day that God hearkened to the voice of a man. These are men that have power in the courts of heaven. The Bible spoke concerning Abraham. He said, will I do a thing without telling my servant Abraham? That's God talking. They perfected the judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah from the heights of heaven, and God came down with 2 angels to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Abraham had enough stature, and he said, far be it from you that the just God will destroy the righteous and the unrighteous. What if you find 50 men? Do you mean you can change on earth things that were concluded in heaven? If you live in heaven, yes, you can. And God said, if I find 50 righteous men, I will not destroy the land. And he was going to say, if I found favor with you, what if you find 40 righteous men? So if Abraham had not stopped, Abraham would have changed something that the court of heaven have concluded. That's the level of power a man that stands in the presence commands. No wonder Elijah said, before God whom I stand, there shall be no rain nor dew. The power to stop heaven, it is for men that stand in the presence. Our generation don't know the presence. We know scriptures, we know messages, we know strategies and gimmicks, but we have no power. We have no power because there are no men that can stand in the presence. We come for meetings like this and all we are looking for is impartation. No, when you come for meetings like this, live with instructions. Tell yourself, I'm tired of the status quo. Apostle A imparted me, Apostle B imparted me, Apostle C imparted me. I appreciate this impartation, but I want to become. What is it that this man saw? How did they enter into this reality? I want it. And if it takes you to stay with God for 8 months, it's worth it. It's worth it, because that 8 months will make your life count in the next 40 years. If you don't wait, you will continue with mediocrity until when you are 90 years. It will look as if you are there, but you are not there. They looked at you, they say you are an apostle. They honored you, but when they came close, there was nothing. They say you are a revivalist. You look like it, but when they came close, there was nothing. They say you have healing mantle. When they came close, there was nothing. Because every time they confronted you one-on-one, there was no reality to show. Tell yourself, I refuse mediocrity. There is something I must step into I know this reality is bigger than impartation. There is an instruction in the spirit that I must commit myself to for this thing to work out through me. I don't want try and error. I went for a meeting 1 month ago. Something happened, and then nothing happened again until after 1 month. And every time you give testimony, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I don't want anything ago. I want everything now, because his name is called I am that I am. Every time I want God to manifest. So what must I do? Is to tarry. Is to tarry. Is to tarry. That's true power. If you want to cause changes, this is the key. This is the key. It's bigger than doctrine. I tell you, it is bigger than doctrine. These are the secrets that changes things in the natural realm.